So right now, the U.S., the Trump administration, is trying to block aid to Iran during this pandemic. So I just want to share this piece of news here from CNN Politics. U.S. ready to block Iran's request for coronavirus aid from the IMF, officials say. So let me read just a little bit of this just to give you more context and understand this is, look, regardless of how you feel about various countries that the U.S. may be in conflict with, we are in a public health crisis right now, a global pandemic where everybody's being impacted. And if one country is being impacted in a way that, in a more severe way than others around them, the pandemic doesn't just stay with them. Like, let's for a second pretend you don't even care about the lives of Iranians. Fine. That's going to spread to other countries. So if they aren't able to deal with the crisis within their own borders, it's going to go outside their own borders. It's going to continue globally. So this doesn't benefit anybody. More context here from CNN. The Trump administration is seeking to block the International Monetary Fund from providing a $5 billion emergency loan to Iran for assistance in combating the coronavirus pandemic, according to 3 administration officials. U.S. officials believe the money would not actually go towards the country's public health crisis. Of course, that's going to be their defense. So there's no point even giving you the rest of this. Actually, I'll give you this context here. Almost 4,000 Iranians have died as a result of COVID-19, and the country has reported 64,586 cases of the virus since it swept the country in February, according to Johns Hopkins statistics. Many experts believe the real stats could be much higher. A little more here. The devastation in Iran is particularly intense because the country is already plagued by a weak economy, in part because of U.S. sanctions and a shortage of medical resources. The U.S. decision to block the aid could create further friction with the European Union, which announced on March 23rd that it will give Tehran 20 million euros to combat coronavirus and will support its appeal for IMF aid. So showing you here that the U.S. is in direct contrast, their decision is direct contrast to what the EU wants to do. So the EU understands the severity of the situation, that Iran needs this help. They need the medical supplies. When you have 64,000 cases and that may be underreported, this is a serious issue. And it doesn't just go away. You have to allow these countries to actually deal with this crisis within their own borders, or else, again, even if you don't care about them, even if you're that immoral, this will spread outside their borders and potentially, again, create a new round of the pandemic before it's able to be killed off.